Hello and welcome to this introductory case study in this course, AI for Data-Driven Management Excellence. So we are going to see this case study of using AI to build excellence in data-driven management. And let's see what we're going to do there. So here we're going to look at one mid-level manager who goes from a gut-driven decision and scattered reports to clear data-backed management, by using AI as a data coach, analyst, and decision partner. So let's take a look at the profile of the person and the situation. So name mask, face mask, the person, let's say, is Arjun Mehta. He is a regional operations and sales manager in a mid-sized B2B services company. And he has in his scope three cities, 40% team, and a monthly revenue targets, right? His reputation is kind of mixed. He's a energetic and a good communicator. He's known for strong intuition about customers, but not known for rigorous data use. And the pain point that people have and he has is that the targets are being missed in two cities, right? And senior management has started asking, what does data say? Which segment is underperforming? Where exactly should we invest more? And Arjun's answers are vague. He kept on saying, I feel customers are delaying decisions. It seems like market is slowing down. And the COO finally told him that your instincts are valuable, but at this level, we need data-driven explanations and explanation. Not use data, not just stories. And Arjun realized that if I do not update my data-driven management skills, my growth will stall. So that is the situation. Right. So let's look at this situation, the challenge there in little more detail. The company had CRM with leads, conversions, deal sizes. They had ticketing system with service issues, Excel reports, emailed weekly, finance system with invoices and collection. But the data was in silos. Reports were static and overwhelming. Arjun often opened spreadsheet, got lost, and went back to the gut feeling finally. And his internal story was that I'm not a data analyst, I'm a manager. I don't have time to crunch everything. Then he saw other managers using AI tools with their data in the company. There they were asking questions in natural language, getting quick summaries, trends and charts, presenting clear evidence-based decisions. So he decided that I will also treat as my data AI as my data assistant and coach and learn data-driven management step by step. So that was the challenge, where there was data everywhere, but no insight for Arjun. So, previously Arjun would say, "Send me all the data for the last quarter," then drown in the data. And now he refined, he reframed. He had understood that a data-driven management basically means asking sharp questions, getting reliable data answers, and turning them into decisions and actions. And once he understood that, she set up a clear development goals that in 90 days, I want to be a manager who always comes to review with data-backed explanations, can quickly explore data using AI, and makes clear, measurable decision based on evidence. So that was the turning point, right? Then the first step, what he did was he opened a few typical reports and exported key tables, sanitized, non-sensitive for practice. And he asked AI, what did he ask? I'm a regional manager. I have these data sources, sales by city, segments, rep, leads, pipeline, customer complaints, collections, overdues, etc. And then he asked, what are the 10 most important management questions I should ask regularly to run my region in a data-driven way? And he has suggested many questions like, which customer segment is growing or declining in each city? Which reps have had the best to worst conversion rates? How does lead response time affect conversion? Are we losing customers in the first 90 days and why? Which type of complaints predict customer churn? And which clients are most profitable, not just biggest? And there he realized that Being data driven starts with good questions. So he's then created a question data bank, a question bank for his role with AI's help. Right. So that was the first step. Then Arjun wasn't a SQL expert, but he knew how to export data to Excel and CSV. So he, you know, exported, cleaned, and used the AI data tools, spreadsheet plugins. And what did he do there? He exported last 6 months of data, leads, deals, complaints, invoices, and he cleaned obvious errors, duplicates, blanks with basic Excel and AI guidance. And he used prompts like explain how to quickly remove duplicates, replace blanks, standardize dates in Excel, etc. And then he used an AI data tool and spreadsheet plugin to upload or connect to the tables, ask questions in plain language, and he asked AI to show him monthly sales by city for last 6 months. He asked the question which reps were highest win rate, the lowest win rate. It's the same questions that AI had suggested. He asking AI now. Is there a correlation between the first, contact response time and the deal success? And AI responded with tables, simple charts, text summaries. And for the first time, Arjun saw patterns clearly instead of staring at walls of numbers. So, what did is the learning for all of us? For him specifically, the learning was that I don't have to be a programmer, right? You and I don't have to be a programmer. If I can get reasonably clean data, AI can help me explore it like a smart analyst. So that was the insight in this step. And earlier Arjun would stop at, if he had a problem in city A, he would say city A is down uh, and city B is up. Now he pushed it deeper. He used AI to move from description to diagnostic insights. And let's see how did he do that with this example of city A's underperformance. He asked AI, compare leads, win rates, and average deal size for city A versus city B over last 4 months. And AI gave a summary that city A, similar number of leads but lower win rate and smaller deal size. City B has fewer leads but higher conversion or larger deals. Then Arjun asked AI to break down city A's win rate by segments, industry, and by sales reps. And AI showed him one segment, which is manufacturing, with particularly low win rate, and two reps were well below the average conversion. Then Arjun asked AI to analyze time from lead to first contact versus conversion in CTA, and AI suggested deals where the first contact were greater than 48 hours had much lower win rates. Now the story changed for Arjun. The story changed from market is slow in city A to in city A we are responding late to the new leads, weak in manufacturing segment, and two reps need coaching and better support. And this data driven diagnosis was not guesswork now, it was intelligently database analysis. So Arjun didn't stop at insights, he moved to actions now, right? He asked AI, given these findings, propose a 5 practical initiatives plan I can implement in my region to improve sales performance, each with clear metrics to track. And AI proposed these things, items like lead response SLA, where you set up a policy of all new lead must be contacted within 24 hours, and the metrics is percentage of leads contacted within SLA, win rate before and after. Second initiative was targeted coaching for the two reps because that was a root cause where the focus was on objection handling, product knowledge for manufacturing segment, and the metric was their individual conversion rates over next 6 to 8 weeks. The third initiative of a special manufacturing playbook for CTA with better case studies, pricing packages, and the metrics was win rate in that segment. And last of the initiative that AI suggests is a weekly data review ritual, a 30-minute meeting to review KPIs, not just activities. And Arjun refined and implemented these. And what are the learnings? That data-driven management is, insights going to specific experiments and measuring results. And AI helped him design both actions and success metrics, right? As we explained to you, right? So in the next quarterly review, instead of anecdotes, Arjun prepared a data story. With AI help, he turned his analysis into three simple charts: trends, comparisons, impact of response time. And his short narrative now included what we saw, the lagging performance in CTA, what we discovered from data in terms of low conversion in manufacturing segment, slow lead follow-up, two reps underperforming. Then what did he do? What we did, and he talked about introducing lead SLAs, coaching, and segment playbook. And then finally, what happened in early results in terms of response time improving and conversion started to rise. And he asked AI to turn these bullets into a crisp 6 to 8 slide narrative for senior management, focusing on data driven diagnosis and action. With that presentation, the COO reacted. This is different, Arjun. Clear, data backed, and focused. And this is exactly the mindset we want in all regional managers. So he had started becoming an example. So to make this sustainable, Arjun didn't stop here. He set up a weekly AI data review, as even suggested by AI. Every Monday morning, he will pull last week's data and key numbers and ask AI to summarize last week's performance versus target, highlight any abnormal patterns or outliers, and use it to guide his team's meeting. Who needs help? Which segment is trending down? What experiments do we need to try this week? Also, he set up a monthly deep dive. Once a month, he picked one theme: churn, complaint, margins, collections, and asked AI for trends, drivers, and risk signals, and asked it to design one improvement experiment in that month. With this, he started building data literacy in his team. He didn't want to be the only data-driven person. He used AI to create, such a team. He asked AI to explain to his frontline team the key metrics that we track, why they matter, and what behaviors improve them. And he asked AI to use simple language and examples. And he ran a short training. That's very short charts, used AI generated explanations, encouraged reps to ask their own questions to AI within the tools provided. And teams started asking, why is my win rate lower this segment? What patterns do you see in my calls versus deals on? Now the culture was shifting to the whole team of becoming data driven, right? So what was the outcome? So within 6 months, CTA's revenue grew by 15% roughly, right? Win rates improved significantly in manufacturing segment, which were lagging earlier. Lead response time SLA was almost met, and two underperforming reps improved. And as a result, Arjun's reputation changed. Senior management, they started saying he owns his numbers, understands drivers, and acts on them. The team also started saying, we know where we are measured on and how we can improve. And he was shortlisted for a national operations lead role. He thought and reflected. AI did not turn me into data scientist. It turned me into a manager who asks better questions, gets faster insights, make clearer decisions. And that is what data-driven management is all about. So that was the outcome from gut-driven to evidence-led manager development. So let's take a look at the framework that Arjun used. You can also use that. It's a simple framework for asking sharp questions with a practice to start with management questions, not data dumps. And AI's role there is to help you generate key questions and KPIs for your role. Then second step is to integrate and inspect data by pulling key tables, cleaning basic errors, and exploring patterns, and use AI here to help clean data and answer what is happening, describing the situation, descriptive analytics. Then you diagnose driver, not just describe. Go beyond sales down to where, why, and who. And the AI helps you run breakdown by segments, rep time, etc., and correlations. The fourth step would be to act with experiments and matrices by designing targeted initiatives with clear metrics, success metrics, and there AI helps you by proposing actions, defining KPIs, designing simple experiments. Then you start telling data stories by turning analytics into stories for stakeholders. AI helps you draft narratives, slides, summaries using charts and text. And finally, you are in the stage of anchoring habits and culture, where you set weekly, monthly data rituals and build team literacy. And AI continues to help you by creating checklists, explaining matrices, and coach team in simple language. So that's the framework you can also use. So what's the final takeaway? Now, excellence in data-driven management is not about doing complex statistics. It's about consistently using data to ask, understand, decide, and act. And AI can massively accelerate that. As an individual manager, using AI to become truly data driven means letting AI help you formulate better questions, using AI tools to analyze your real data, not just the sample data, asking why is it happening repeatedly until the drivers are clear, designing small measurable experiments instead of vague initiatives, and turning data into clear, simple stories that your team and leaders can act. And finally, making data plus AI reviews a habit, not just a one time exercise. So that's the final takeaway. So, what do we do next now? So, what next? What else? We will start getting into AI, using AI for data driven management excellence with an overview of the process that you can use systematically. So, let's take a look at that. So thank you so much for watching this introductory case study. I hope you're continuing to learn. We are beginning to learn new things, beginning to enjoy, and I do look forward to see you again in the next lecture. Please feel free to message me if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer your questions, and do download the PDF file to take a look at anything that you need to.